Good evening. I am Malcolm Brand, and this is Psychotronic Cinema. Tonight's feature, Invasion of the Vampires, from 1961, directed by Miguel Morayta. The opening scene is a brilliant avant-garde electronic masterpiece composed by Luis Hernandez-Breton. You have to see just that for complete and utter psychotronic satisfaction. It's not that there are vampires. The problem is that it's an invasion. Be on the lookout for the cheap giant bats and the giant dust or hairball near the beginning of the film. What's with the cheap giant bats? I mean, was Invasion of the Vampires done at the same time as it conquered the world? I ponder. I don't know why mad scientists insist on working during a thunderstorm. Don't they know that this attracts giant cheap bats? However, there is a brilliant electronic score. And keep in mind, it's an invasion. What I don't understand is how the vampires are invading with stakes in their hearts. Shouldn't it be the other way around? But for now, let's consult the oracle.
Invasion of the Vampires. Count Frankenhausen, Carlos Agosti, a vampire in the 16th century, is stalked by Dr. Ulises. With some great visuals, including a misty cave filled with coffins of victims and huge vampire bats.
tell me where the girl's bedroom is and hurry.
Not so fast, Doctor.
I'm glad you got here. This man's a moron. He only mumbles.
He can't speak, but he's not a moron.
Are you saying he has no tongue?
Exactly, my dear doctor. He lost it because he talked too much.
Brunhilde. My poor little Brunhilde. I found out her name at last. What happened to her? I'll tell you the whole story later. But I should examine her because someone is trying to murder her. Please come along. Isn't this view nice?
Marvelous, Doctor. I never imagined that down here at Dead Man's Lake the view was so magnificent.
In that case, was the trip worthwhile?
Obviously. It's only too bad I didn't come before this.
You mean your father forbade it?
It was confusing. But now that I see this wonderful view here, it's even more confusing. Why keep me in the house?
I'd say that was because he adored you. He could have been afraid you'd get hurt in an accident.
The way my mother died. Yes, that could have been the reason. My poor mama and my poor papa. He won't return, I guess.
He must forget it. Thinking like that would just make you sad.
Yes.
What's the matter?
Don't you hear?
I don't hear a single thing.
It's my name. I heard someone calling my name. It's right down there in the lake. Right there, close to the water.
You still feel very weak. And you could possibly imagine that you hear things that aren't real.
This is no hallucination, I can assure you. Strange ideas entered my mind the minute I arrived here. But now the waters are calling me in such an irresistible manner.
Brunhilde, stop.
She's making me go. I hear it clearly. It's the voice of my mother.
Remember your mother's dead.
No, it's her.
Remember your mother can't summon you because your mother's dead.
She's calling. She's calling.
Wake up, Brunhilde. Wake up. Your mother is buried in the cemetery in a marble tomb. I saw her.
Then you've seen her. Buried there?
Well, I've seen her tomb. I didn't see her body, but it was there.
I wanted to. I didn't see her body after she died. I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to.
That's all in the past now. And you mustn't look back when tragedy is there. The future is yours, and it holds such fabulous things. Future generations will be depending upon us. Brunhilde, don't cry anymore. Do you hear me? Don't cry. Your tears make me very sad. Don't think I'm being rude when I say this, but I have to tell you. Listen, I don't want your gratitude for what I've been doing for you in these past few days here, because actually there's a good reason for it.
I don't follow you.
I'll say no more right now. Later on, I'll find a way to tell you, and I think you'll understand me then. Until that day, I beg of you, have confidence in me. And accept a present to recall this moment. Something I want you to have.
A crucifix.
It was Mother's.
I mustn't accept it.
Please do accept it, Brunhilde. Just wear it, and I promise that you'll get well sooner than you think.
But I might lose it.
God's will, don't you think?
In that case, won't you fasten it, please?
Well, then. I think we'd better get to work now.
Didn't you come down here to see the lagoon?
No, we came to pick mandragoras.
Are you making fun of me?
Not in the slightest. I'm completely serious. For this new experiment I'm working on, I'll need certain roots of mandragoras. I've been told they're here on the shore.
It's too bad I wasn't told, because I've seen lots of the place close to the house. There you could have picked all you wanted.
The kind I need only grow near the lake. They are a strange species. They have black roots instead of white, and the flowers are also black.
Now, who would imagine you'd find mandragoras of this color growing so close to my estate?
Another favor, Your Excellency. Please authorize me to use these facilities whenever I think it necessary.
The laboratory's yours. Here's the key, young man. Use it. It's the only one in existence, since the other one was lost with Count Frankenhausen.
Let's hope that my memory doesn't fail me, and I can call to mind the complete process for extracting clamic acid. At any rate, I'm extremely grateful, Senor Marquis.
I'm the one who should be grateful, young man, for your interest.
It's terribly easy to be interested when such a lovely girl as your granddaughter is involved in the situation.
Forgive me, but I must insist upon repeating what I told you about her before. She doesn't know the slightest thing about her father's way of life, nor the terrible destiny that awaits her if you should be so unfortunate as to fail.
I'll say it again, Your Excellency. She'll not hear a word about his condition from me. Try not to worry. Today I gave her a present that's going to help to a certain extent. A crucifix.
Good morning, Doctor.
Well, hello there. And to what do I owe the visit?
It's something disagreeable. I seem to have lost the crucifix that you gave me yesterday.
How was it lost?
It seems we're involved in a mysterious thing, because I admit I tend to lose crucifixes here. Last night when I retired, I had it on, and this morning I couldn't find it.
I see. They stole it while you slept then.
Impossible. I was very cautious, used a double lock on my door.
That's a strange thing. Very strange thing.
Why is it?
Someone robbed me the same as you. Last night they took the mandragoras.
Tell me, was the door really locked when you left?
Yes, I remember to lock it. And I have the only key right here.
Well, then someone has made new keys. That's quite clear.
And the thief that took the crucifix and carried off the mandragoras last night must be very scared. And one thing is sure, Brunhilde, this person is planning to stop me in my experiments. He's planning to strike. I must discover who it is. Tell me, do you have faith in me?
You know that I do.
In that case, will you help me in this?
What is it that I'm to do? Can you tell me that? Grandfather, try to guess where I accompany the doctor this afternoon.
No, I'm not a good guesser.
To the shores of Dead Man's Lake.
To that place? Don't you know that I'm strongly opposed to your going there?
Why, Senor Marquis? Is there anything wrong in her going there?
Wrong? No, Doctor. I simply mean that the place is uninviting. Why must the girl be exposed to more danger? I worry because it's not safe there.
But, Grandpa, darling, the lagoon is the most beautiful sight I know.
You know so few places around here.
Please, I apologize. The whole thing's my fault.
It's really not important, Doctor. But I prefer that you didn't take her there again.
Then we won't return, sir. She helped me so much that in an hour we gathered all the mandragoras I need.
It's true, Grandfather. I picked a large quantity of mandragoras.
I made a small map so that we won't forget where we hid them. You'd better take it, Brunhilde.
I'd be glad to, Doctor.
A map to show where you hid flowers?
Yes, Grandfather, like the ones used by pirates when they hide their treasures.
You might think we're a little childish, Senor Marquis. But the map that I made is more important than any treasure that the pirates buried. I wasn't wrong in suspecting that you stole the mandragoras and the crucifix, too. I should have realized there were secret passageways in an old building like this. No wonder it did no good to lock our doors at night.
So you're the person who did it all. Frau Hildegard, the servant in charge of managing the house. So you're the person who tried to kill me, the only daughter of your master, Count Frankenhausen.
And I'll continue to do so.
What will you gain?
My only object is the Count. My master, it is he who commands me.
I just don't follow you.
Let your friend here explain the whole story. He has information you'd like to hear, Brunhilde.
Don't listen to her. The woman's completely mad, you know.
Madness, you call it? Well, I don't care what others might think or do. I shall continue to follow and assist Count Frankenhausen.
Say it again. Didn't I hear you say it'd help Papa?
In that case, you know where he is now.
Then you really know where he's at.
Don't listen to her. She's insane. Her mind's completely gone.
But this girl is about to hear the whole story now.
You shut up. Are you going to be sorry?
Stupid moron, you can keep your threats. She must hear. Brunhilde suspects, so she must be told the whole story about her father.
Why did you do that to her?
I had to do it. I won't explain it to you right now.
And why can't you explain what's going on? You're always holding something back. Do you think that I'm still a child?
No, you're not a child. But this isn't completely in my hands. I'm not permitting that hag to spoil things.
But I have a right to know what happened to my father. No one can prohibit that.
Yes, the Marquise can. Brunhilde! Brunhilde! Open up, child! Open the door!
Oh, grandfather.
What's going on here?
She started to tell Brunhilde something about her father. That's why I struck her.
Doctor, I want more facts. But if it's as you say it is, then you were perfectly right.
But I have a right to know. I want to know.
And you will know, darling. You will know. Hildegard was beginning to be too impertinent, and someone had to silence her. For the time being, I think I'll lock her up so she can't get away. You, better give the doctor a hand with her. Here, give me that. I hold the candles. And you, darling, you stay here and try to get a little rest. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. Follow me.
along perfectly without you.
You're bobbing around worse than a ship in a storm, Don Efren.
Let me go.
Come on. Come on. Please come on, Don Efren.
No.
Here they come! Here they come! They've gotten out of their tombs! They've gotten out of their tombs!
Who got out of their tombs?
Yes, the vampires did.
You must be drunk.
No, they're coming towards us this moment. I'm warning the whole town. The priest has to know. Those beasts will murder us. The vampires are out. The vampires!
Come on, Don Efren.
Who's that idiot that shouts so much?
Didn't you hear? The vampires are out.
Vampires?
They're coming to us town to murder us.
Vampires? That's just hogwash.
Please hurry or they'll catch us. And then they'll want my blood, and then my face will turn pale and I'll look ugly.
Crescencio, you're just an ignorant fool. You retarded.
Well, please hurry. That man isn't lying.
Where are the vampires then?
They'll be here in just a moment.
Oh, you idiot. There are no vampires. They're rumors, that's all.
Well, I don't know, but I'm plenty scared. I'm going to warn the alcalde now. The vampires are out. The vampires
You're
are
an
out.
idiot. You're retarded. Those rumors don't exist.
What's the matter, Nacho? Yes, I think something serious is afoot if the bells are ringing at this hour.
Grandfather, what's the matter?
I don't know. I really don't.
Those are the alarm bells. Something's happened.
Yes, I hear it too, but I really don't know what's going on.
Could be that it's a fire.
Possibly, my dear. Who knows? Since these storms at times bring lightning, and that must have begun a tremendous fire. But then you shouldn't worry. Just forget it and try to rest. I'll send someone into town and find out what it's all about.
You'd all better stay in the house.
Well, what happened to you?
You're bleeding. What is it?
It's nothing at all.
Why did you say that we should stay?
Because I know what's troubling the people. They're not ringing for volunteers to put out any sudden forest fire. Those bells mean they should prepare their defenses.
Defenses?
Yes, another thing we should start preparing. We'll need all the help we can get. I could use about 30 more hands. You see, there isn't much time now.
Come here, Doctor. Now listen, do you suppose that...
It's no supposition, Marquis. It's a certainty.
But I understood you to say that only when he's dead with those others,
It's happened, sir.
Tell me about it, please.
Well, just now, we fought and I was forced to kill him. I'm sorry.
What's this all about? Won't you please tell me? Explain this business. What's this about defenses? Who is it that makes us need defenses?
Brunhilde, I think it's time that we informed you. This is the correct moment, and you should be told. Wait, don't open up. It might be dangerous. I'll open it.
Open up! Open up! It's Miguel Morayta, the alcalde. They're coming! They're coming! Save yourselves any way you can.
What happened to you, Doctor?
Nothing. I'll explain later.
And all the townspeople saw refuge in the church.
But Don Efren stayed out in the street, shouting insults at us, calling us idiots and cowards, and lots of other things.
We came running to warn you that they're approaching the hacienda.
And now that you know that, we'll run further.
Listen, you'd better stay right here. You can't flee from those creatures.
They're going to get us. They're going to get us.
No, they won't get us. The bell warned us also. When you two arrived, we were preparing a method of defense.
Then you already knew.
The doctor's well informed about the situation. There's a reason.
How will we defend ourselves?
There's an effective method. We can hang mandragora roots in the doors and windows. They can't get close to it.
Impossible. Dead Man's Lake is 2 miles away. They'll get here soon.
You don't understand. I have mandragoras here.
Look, tell me more about it. You can tell me in more detail later on tonight. Now, just what is it that you have all been talking about? Who is approaching the house?
The vampires, young lady.
The mandragora is all hung out. All we can do now is wait. You told her?
Just now. Only I admitted that you fought and killed Count Frankenhausen.
She's too heartbroken.
Poor child. Hates to recognize the truth.
I'll complete the information later. First, I'm going to talk to her. Now stop crying. Try to calm down.
It's horrible. Just horrible.
Only it's useless to cry. Now you'll be able to understand. And let me repeat this. You should have faith in me. I can save you.
I'll try.
Don't listen.
It's Mama, and she's waiting.
No, you heard a vampire call. Paulino! It is my son. Your son is dead. My son is out there. I want to see him. But they'll tell you, too. It doesn't matter. I want to see Paulino. You'll die if you go out there, Alcalde. They'll make you a vampire. Do you want that fate? What is Paulino? It's Paulino. A loved one called you, but they only mean to kill us all. This is a trap they set up for us. Try to be strong. They'll return to the house each night. Stop to think how they must suffer because of their awful fate. Destiny rules that each day they'll return to their tombs, only they can't rest. They really beg salvation. How long will it be? How long will the nightmare last? Until we can make the necessary acid. I promise to work day in and day out. Frankenhausen is here.
Here? At the hacienda?
Yes.
I want to talk to him now.
No, that's not possible.
Why not?
Because your father is dead.
Father's dead?
There's something more. He was the king of the vampires.
No. It's impossible.
Please try to face it. It's the truth. He's in the laboratory.
Then take me there.
But listen, child. You don't want to see such a gruesome sight. I don't think you could bear it.
That's not important. He's my father. So take me there, I beg of you.
No, not right now. It's much better to wait until we bring Count Frankenhausen to his natural state again. You'll see your father's body when his body is normal. Right now, he's nothing more than a vampire, but dead.
No! 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 Nothing but lies. You're a liar. Count Frankenhausen cannot be dead. He'll never die because he cannot be killed.
Shut up, Frau Hildegard.
Lies, filthy lies. Soon Count Frankenhausen will be master of the world. When he transforms us into vampires, he said he could do it. He'll rule the whole world. There's no way to kill him.
Hold your tongue, Hildegard. Don't show more stupidity. The Count's dead, we know.
No! No, stop lying. The master can't be dead. No one can kill him, you stupid fools, because he has an immortal soul.
Count Frankenhausen has been killed. I know because I did it. You wanted to kill me, suck my blood. But he won't hurt you now. I tried to explain it, but you can't understand the danger we're in while those awful monsters still wait outside. There are other things that you must be told. I didn't want to show you this tragic spectacle, but obviously there's no other way. So come along.
It's Don Ephraim.
The man's dead.
He had enough liquor in him last night to kill 100 men.
His death was not due to alcohol. He was killed last night by a vampire.
Because he rejected the Lord, preferring to stay in the street instead of taking refuge in God's house last night. Oh, dear God, have mercy on this man. Amen.
Father, we came down here to ask for your help.
And just what can I do for you?
I know a way which may detain the vampires. So I came to ask you to gather together all the townspeople for a meeting.
Yes. Well, now, son, you must understand that I must be very cautious. Since you always propose methods that are, well, let's say sacrilegious. Let's hear it then, this idea.
Just a second. He was old and pig-headed. That's why he's lying there.
I guess he wins. I'll call a meeting.
I've had success at last. I knew I could. I've got it! I've got it! I've got it! I've got the substance I needed. The clamic acid will kill the vampires. There's no more reason to worry about the vampires.
It's marvelous. Just marvelous, Doctor.
Hildegard! Hildegard!
No, darling, you mustn't.
You shouldn't worry now. Count Frankenhausen is no longer a vampire. He's an inoffensive cadaver, harmless like all others. The same as that group of vampires when I filled their veins and they returned to normal.
And my granddaughter, is she going to get well?
I can assure you, Senor Marquis, declamic acid is the thing that will cure your granddaughter. Since the malediction will disappear forever, and that's freedom for the Frankenhausens.
That you're dead, Count Frankenhausen. Say goodbye to Don Ephraim.
Here lie Count and Countess Frankenhausen and Frau Hildegard, their faithful servant who would not abandon them even when they journeyed to the great beyond.